can't believe I saw this. I can't believe this is a normal thing that's just being, it's normalized. All right, so this is from the Red State. Now, of course, they put it, Lori Lightfoot announces she's racist and a legal action could follow. Okay, that's not exactly what she said. They kind of get into it a little more specifically. She basically is saying she's reaching her 2-year midpoint as mayor, and her spokeswoman says Lightfoot is granting one-on-one interviews only to black or brown journalists. So specifically, only black or brown journalists. And
sorry, dude.
I mean, so I was looking into this. I was like, there's no way that it's that, like, exactly that, right? And I watched an interview with her explaining it. And she's like, well, as, the first black and lesbian mayor of Chicago, like, we need it to be on the forefront. I'm like, aren't they trying to normalize things? Don't they want to be treated normally like everyone else? Like something that, you should be able to be mayor.
Right.
If you're a black woman and a lesbian woman, like, okay, like, and
it's great. I think
she wants a medal.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
But
is just that, like, if for the normalcy, for the if everything just needs to be like for what everyone seems to be fighting for, if you will.
Right.
Everybody's talking about it too much.
I agree.
Like, if we're just going to keep bringing it up, it's not going to, like,
it's not it's them.
Yeah, well,
they keep bringing it up.
Yeah,
I'm totally fine not to talk about it anymore. Right. But when they throw it in our face, can you imagine? Just imagine if you could for a second, if Trump came out and said, you know what, for inclusivity and to keep it a safe space, I'm only going to do interviews with white people.
Well,
imagine what they would do.
Insanity.
They would freak out. They would flip out. Well, that is literally what she's done. You know what? I just want to keep it inclusive, to only black or brown journalists. How is that not racist? That is incredibly racist to me. And look at the smile on her face. She's like, yeah, that's right. I know, obviously, this is a random, probably a stock photo of her. Who knows when it was taken, but I could just see the smile on her face. Like, she's so virtuous. That's what it feels like when paired with granting one-on-one interviews with only black or brown journalists. I guess racism is good again. Yep. This kind of support to resegregation is a common facet of the ideology. How did I say that? I can't even say
ideological?
it. Yeah. Well, ideology, there it is, of the woke. With racially segregated safe space becoming more common on America's university campuses, for example. Despite that, racism is racism, and any discrimination should be called out for what it is, even if some completely misguided individuals view it as some sort of pushback to soothe their emotional disorders. That's what this is. It's just simply racism. Chicago Tribune came out, and they're like, you know what? We're canceling it. And I got to give a shout out to this guy, Gregory Pratt. He says, I am a Latino reporter, working for the Chicago Tribune, whose interview request was granted for today. However, I asked the mayor's office to lift its condition on others. When they said no, we respectfully canceled. Politicians don't get to choose who covers them. Yes.
Preach.
Thank you, Gregory Pratt from the Chicago Tribune. That is what needs to happen. You know what? That's racist. Are you going to change your policy? No? Well, then I don't want to do your interview. Okay? Because it's racist. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. It literally just is. It's crazy. And we got Leo Terrell and Larry Elder basically coming out and saying the same thing. Leo here says, Lori Lightfoot is a racist, not a covert racist, an overt racist. The reason why she gets away with it is because she is black and she has a D in front of her name. You want to know what systemic discrimination is? Systemic racism? When the mayor of a city institutes a policy, this is systemic racism, but she gets away with it. We got to stop this because this race car is being used exclusively by Democrats because they are minorities. Lori Lightfoot, I want everyone to hear this, is a racist regardless of her color. and she is implementing systemic racism in the city of Chicago. Sue her. It is state-sanctioned racism, and they're applauding it. They think the safe space is needed, that they need a safe space, an inclusive area. Well,
how is that inclusive?
That's
and how is that safe? I hear
you.
I hear you.
No, that's what they're saying.
Right. How many steps away are we from separate drinking fountains?
One.
I know that sounds crazy, but like
One
literally,
step.
yeah. I mean, because we're already not doing stuff together.
Yep.
So what? You don't want to eat in the lunchroom with them either?
Basically.
I mean, what are you? It's crazy. And these are elected.
Dude, we can't use gifts of, I say we because I'm a white person, and they're saying white people can't use it.
Right.
But that's the only thing they say. You know, they can use whatever they want, but white people, it's digital blackface, they call it. When I'm like, but this GIF fits it perfectly. Like, this human being is making a reaction to what I feel of what you just posted. I identify with them because they're a human being, and so am I. Stop trying to segregate us. Now they're trying to do it digitally. You're right. We're one step away from separate drinking fountains. It's ridiculous. Yes, it is. Jinx.
You owe me a Coke.
Well, you bought... well, I got Surge in the other room for you. Larry Elder chimes in. He says, it's an absurd thing that the mayor is asking, and it's all designed to divert attention from the problems in their city. Okay, we're both from Chicago.
Preach.
Chicago is... they called it Chirac for a long time.
A long time.
People are getting shot all the time there, and it's ridiculous. They got rid of Cabrini Green, shoved everybody in low-income housing down into the south side of the city, and said, deal with it. And then they were having gunshot wounds. They were the hospitals in the south side of Chicago. They don't even treat gunshot wounds. Even by, if you're a bystander, innocent bystander, if you went to the hospital and said, I just got hit by a stray bullet, sorry, we don't do gunshot wounds. You got to go outside of the city limits. You're on your own. Yo, Chicago has a serious issues that she's just like, what is she talking about? She's not talking about the issues.
No.
She's talking about, well, I'm the first lesbian and black mayor, and we should I should get a medal for that.
Something
basically.
that I genuinely want to happen because of this type of argument is I would love nothing more for every single, let's get like a dozen people or whatever that all encompass every single little aspect of life.
Okay.
And put them through office, let them win gold medals, let them be the first for everything.
Yeah.
So that we no longer have to hear.
Just get it over with.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's have a year where this is the first year where every single person that's elected is X, is Y, is Z, is...
Yeah. Can we go back to meritocracy now, please?
What the French, man?
Are we done with it? Congratulations, by the way, to all the firsts. All right, now can we just go back to being human beings, and best person for the job wins the job. You got to earn your keep and be accountable for your own actions because no one's special.
And may I say, we are no way, shape, or form saying that it is not jacked up what's happened in the past. Okay, everyone knows the past.
Right.
Everyone knows how awful it is, but everyone's not really admitting how awful everything is currently. Like,
they're trying to say how awful it is while also maintaining how awful it is.
Right. Okay.
It's so bad right now because of the policies that we put forward. But don't focus on that part. Focus about how bad it is and be angry at that person over there. Be angry at this guy here. Be angry at him.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, he's not doing anything. He didn't do anything to you. You're actually a pretty stand-up guy.
Despite the mustache.
With a stellar mustache. Despite the mustache. Oh, man. Larry Elder continues. Oh, look, he says, the city's finances are in the toilet. Their unfunded pension liability contribution is one of the largest growing items on their budget. You've got violent crime up year to year, homicides up year to year. The city is a third black, a third white, and a third Hispanic. You move between 70 and 80% of the homicides are black on black. The majority of those are unsolved. The school system is horrific. 39% of Chicago public school teachers with school-age kids put their own kids in private school. Mm-hmm. That is 4 times higher than the national average. Chicago's a mess. What is she proud of? The fact that she's a black woman and that she's a lesbian. Like, those are her talking points.
Well, the first in her position to be a black person, a lesbian.
Sure. That's fine. But that's a characteristic that she can't change. And why are we focused on that?
Right.
She can't change that. Then I don't care.
How is that going to affect your position?
What about your policies?
Right.
How are you handling Chicago? That's what I care about. That's not what she's caring about.
Exactly.
It's about race. It's about blah, blah, blah. The Democratic talking points. That's what it is. And it's ridiculous. And I'm so fed up with this. It's every day. It's something different. It's another thing. It's another thing about race. It's race this, race that, race that. When are we going to get to the point where, okay, all the firsts are done. Now it's just this human being. I don't, it doesn't matter what race, what color, whatever you want to, however you want to characterize them. It's a human being that is now the best at it. Right? As a geriatric millennial, we grew up without this crap.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Right? We didn't deal with this stuff. This is new now to me. Like, I grew up in a world where anyone could be good at whatever, and you got to earn it. You got to fight for it.
Yeah.
And what happened to that? It's crazy.
Everyone gets a trophy.
Can we cancel participation trophies, please? Hashtag cancel participation trophies. I know it's a long hashtag, but we need to get that going.
I'm saying.
We got to get rid of them. I'm so fed up with it.
Everyone gets one of those, and then no one wants to get a job when it's time to work.
We were just at the grocery store today. On the door of the grocery store when leaving, it said, get a signing bonus of $250 to work here.
At the grocery store.
At the grocery
A signing bonus.
A signing bonus.
What?
To work at a grocery store. People are begging for people to work. Unemployment pays more than working. Where's the money coming from? Where is that money coming from?
Who made the boxes, Joe? The cages.
Who built the cage? Hey,
Yeah,
that's
who built
okay.
the
We
cages?
get it.
Sorry.
We get
Well,
it.
at least I knew that I messed up.
And you owned up right to it.
Yeah.
That's fine.